What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Have you guys ever seen Toy Story 3 and remember that scene with the super scary monkey clapping his things like this? And there was something to do with like a security camera or something. I don't know, just thinking about that made me a little bit scared right now, because there's a camera right there and you never know when there's monkeys watching you. Anyways, let's get straight into the Bible verse of the day, which is from Matthew 6 verse 3. It says, "But when you give to someone in need, don't let your left hand know your right hand's position." Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So today we took 6 wins, 2 live wins. Gold was a good trade. GBP JPY I'm actually a little bit unhappy about, and we'll go over all of that in a little bit. I also used my new notes yesterday and the day before that I made when looking at the market, and I took 4 wins back testing as well today. So let's get straight into the live trades. Alrighty, everyone ready? Everyone excited for a banger video? Let's go, let's do this. And right click, auto scroll. Okay, so as you guys can see, we made $4 from GBP JPY and $6.50 from gold. This is the trade on gold that we took. And so we longed down here. We took take profit 1 up here. Should have made a higher. I was actually initially targeting these highs, but I just decided to take out for 1-to-1 for reasons that my trading rules say. And then we took out a little bit more profits from our stop loss, which was in profit, all leading to a $6.4 win. GBP JPY, this is so interesting. So we shorted over here and we took out $4 at a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and as you guys know, my risk is 2% of the account, which is about $12. Half of that, we took out half of that, and for 1-to-1 we should have got $6. So why the heck did we only get 4? Because it's Forex. We had insane spreads. Even when I was in profit, I was at a loss, and even when the candle didn't touch my stop loss yet, I got stopped out. So of course it gives less profits. Forex always has those spreads and stuff, but we had take profit 1 and then break even, which was where our stop loss was. Let's get into all of the analysis. So on gold, let's look at the 4 hour. I was bullish on the 4 hour. Okay, just looking at this trend, low, high, low, low, high, high, low, low, and hopefully a higher high was going to be formed up there, or at least the liquidity sweep or something. I was targeting the liquidity on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So we marked out the Asia session highs and the Asia session lows, and I don't know why, but I did. Oh yeah, I drew this beautiful Fibonacci box draw right here. So I had a bullish bias for the day, meaning I'm looking for longs. We hit the lows, and then on this candle we got a break of structure on the 5-minute, as well as this inverse fair value gap right here after this market manipulation, which is also a respection of the equilibrium. A bullish rejection off of the 62% Fibonacci retracement level. So I targeted this area as my take profit 1, which I really should have kept, but unfortunately I just took it out for 1-to-1, staying poor like I am. I should have maybe made take profit 2 at these highs, but yeah, I was targeting these highs for the day, so we hit that, and then I trailed my stop loss a little bit up here because I had a feeling that it was going to drop down or at least retest this zone or something to stop us out. So I didn't want to stop us out at break even. I wanted a little bit more profit, so That was the trade on gold. GBP JPY. Let's get into this because this is such an interesting trade. And I'm happy that we get to learn from it. So my bias is bearish. Okay, we have a high, a lower low, a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. And I should have actually been longing, looking for a lower high based off of this liquidity sweep and confirmation on the lower time frames. Okay, that was actually a very big mistake. Could have made a lot of money on this trade today. But I'm still happy with the win regardless. So let's just go over what we did. We marked out Asia session highs, Asia session lows here. We had a bearish bias, and we really should have had a bullish bias today, man. Oops. Alrighty. So I'm thinking about okay, I'll tell you guys after this, but so the highs were interacted with. I saw this little bit of pre-London market manipulation, so I thought, okay, we've manipulated a little bit in the opposite direction, let's find some confidence and enter. And we entered on this candle right here, which showed us a fair value gap and an inverse fair value gap and a break of structure to the downside. So I put my stops above this high, could have made them a little bit tighter, and we targeted these lows down here. Now luckily I took it out for 1-to-1. I wanted to let gold run to the areas of liquidity we marked out and take out the forex for 1-to-1. So okay, whatever, we luckily took out forex for a little bit of profit. But then as you guys can see, we got stopped out at break even after hitting take profit 1. And as you guys can see, we really should have longed here. We should have identified this. We actually caught the market manipulation somehow, which is a bit crazy. I have done it before, back testing a few times, but of course it's not the ideal way to trade. So this is the market manipulation. Whoa, why is it bent to the left? What? This is the market manipulation down here, and then this is the confirmation of this higher time frame liquidity sweep. Down here there is one, guys, just trust me. Look, liquidity there, the liquidity sweep swept the lows, lower time frames confirm that the trend, boop, this is the confirmation of the trend. So again, we missed a higher time frame liquidity sweep. That's literally in the notes that I made yesterday. What is up, man? Why am I missing these things, guys? I need help. So as you guys can see, the trend manipulation, and then the trend started showing its true colors. We manipulated a bit around the highs, we just chilled where there was liquidity, then we broke and retest, no confluences, swept those lows, and then right here, inverse fair value gap, break of structure. This would have been our ideal entry, and it's within our rules. All we had to do was be more patient and identify the trend correctly. Stops below here, take profits, beautiful, 1-to-2. Actually, we could have targeted this. I had this marked out, as you guys can see, 1-to-2.6, pretty nice risk to reward ratio, but we never took that, so I don't even know why I'm showing you guys that. On another note, guys, this morning I was going insane. I had this chart open on the half of my screen, I had the other chart open on the other half of my screen, and then I had MetaTrader in the background, like with my thing on to close partial profits, and I had on my phone on gold. I was just going crazy. I had 2 tabs open watching the charts on my laptop. I had to alt tab to MetaTrader for live trading on gold, and I had GBP JPY on my phone. So let's go over those on the charts. As you guys can see, I've added some beautiful color to the charts. How long is this video? I don't want to make it too long. Oof, it's already 9 minutes. As you guys can see, I added some color to the charts. All of these gold ones obviously mean that we're trading gold. Where did the date go on this, bro? What the heck? Anyways, all these gold ones are trades on gold, and this blue, I guess, will be the color of GBP JPY. I should actually make it purple, because I was thinking of either making it red or blue, like the British flag, because it's pound against yen. but red and blue mixed is purple, so maybe I'll make it a bit of a more maroony purple, because the British flag colors mixing, red and white, will be purple with a bit of white, more pinkish, so a light purple. And then if you add the Japanese flag, it's a little bit more red and some white, so a light pinkish purple. Anyways, that is a holy app. That's crazy. Yeah, there's mosquitoes around me. So the long we took on gold was a 1% win, $6, 4 hours bullish, 30 minutes was bullish. So this was a good trade, good entry, okay execution. I wanted to target liquidity on the high time frames for take profit 1, but I settled for a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio instead. Not bad. We traded a good setup. It was a good trade, okay, it was a decent trade. We entered on a 5-minute break of structure and an inverse fair value gap. We traded with the trend, good trend. We could have improved. Why mind caps? Either by targeting the liquidity for take profit 1 or take profit 2. We would have made more money for targeting that liquidity on take profit 2. We shorted GBP JPY today. It was a 0.68% win, so $4 win. The 4 hour was bearish or bullish. I didn't know, to be honest. Okay, I mean, the 4 hour, I don't really know if you could call this bullish or bearish, but I see now that I should have been bearish because of this liquidity, the resting orders below lows, getting swept out, and getting confirmation on the lower time frame, targeting these highs, as well as being in. This is a downtrend. I'm not going to lie. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low. But we were also forming another low, meaning after a low is formed, you can target the highs. Okay, that was just another yap as well. 30 minute was bearish. That's why I shorted. So it was a decent trade. It had an okay entry. It was a fine trade, but we got our bias incorrect. Should have targeted high time frame highs and waited for our setup, which presented ourselves. This was not a bad trade. However, we entered on a 5-minute break of structure, fair value gap, and an inverse fair value gap. We missed the higher time frame 4 hour liquidity sweep with the lower time frame confirmation. So we should have targeted higher time frame liquidity. Alright, so those are all the live trades of the day. Thank you for watching. Just kidding. We have 4 more trades to go over that we back tested on FX replay. 4 more wins, baby. Let's keep it rolling. Gold in the London session, we took a short, 0.9% win. The 4 hour had it had a bullish structure with a strong, but it was sitting at a strong. You guys like to hear me say strong. The 4 hour had a bullish structure, but it was sitting at a strong resistance level, a bearish resistance level. The 1 hour was also bullish, and the 30 minute was bullish. So we did short. It was a good trade. We traded slightly against our bias. We targeted the session highs. We entered on a 5-minute break of structure, inverse fair value gap. We had take profit 1, then stop loss and break even. So the higher time frame was at a really nice bearish resistance level. Okay, so we based our trade off of that. That was gold in the London session. As you guys can see here, we took the short and we hit the top of these lows for our take profit 1, and then we got swept out at break even. Alrighty, let's get to the next trade. New York session of gold, 0.83% win. We took a long. The 4 hour was bullish, the 1 hour was bearish, and the 30 minute was bearish. This was a good trade. Lows were swept, so we targeted the highs. We may have entered slightly late, but we waited for higher confluence, which is fine. We take profit 1, then stop loss at break even. We might need to do something about the stop loss soon, but to be honest, I'm not too worried. Why does it always update at the worst times? No, not now, man. Okay, so as you guys can see, we entered on this candle somewhere around here, with our stops below here, and take profit 1 was up here. We had take profit 1, then we got swept out at break even. See, this is what I'm trying to say about stop loss. If we left our stop loss down here, we would have taken a lot more profits, but that's not the way we trade. Probably will do something about that in the future. Mozzies are swarming me, guys. Beware. Okay, let's talk about GBP JPY in the London session. This was a nice little 2.33% win. We longed. Just the market had 4-hour bullish structure, 1-hour bullish structure, and a 30-minute bullish structure. Great trade. We longed. We entered on a sweep of liquidity to the downside. We targeted the highs and upside liquidity. Entered on a 5-minute break of structure, inverse fair value gap. We had take profit 1, 2, and then stop loss, which was at break even. Maybe in profit. I'm not too sure. I don't remember. But here it is, the trade, GBP JPY in the London session. As you see, we swept these lows. Super nice entry. We entered on this break of structure up here, inverse fair value gap. Targeted these highs up here for take profit 1, these highs up here for take profit 2, and then I don't know how, but I think we got swept later, or man, I don't really know, to be honest, where we got swept, but we did get swept somewhere. I didn't take a screenshot of it. And let's go over our last trade, which is GBP JPY in the New York session. Another nice 2.27% win. We longed the 4-hour bullish structure, the 1-hour bullish structure, the 30-minute had bearish structure. This was a good trade. We traded nicely with a trend on a bullish break and retest of areas of liquidity and session highs. We entered on a 5-minute inverse fair value gap, and a break of structure. We take profit 1, 2, and then stop loss, which was in profit. And here's our final trade. As you can see, we entered on a bullish break and retest of these highs. These lows were swept nicely, then broken, and as you can see, retested on here. The highs were retested down here. We entered, stop loss down here, take profit 1, 1 to 1, take profit 2 above these highs somewhere, and then stop loss down here in profit. So thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and there's going to be a new video coming soon on my trading strategy. I know you guys want to know my trading strategy. I don't think you guys do, but just going to be doing it. I think it'll be good for myself to go over all of my trading rules, my entry confirmations, and just so you guys, I guess, can know what I am actually trading. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.